This is the luxury world. Get inspired by us today and tomorrow. Rolex remains the most dominant watch manufacturer globally, producing over 1 million timepieces annually. With record sales of $11.2 billion in 2023 and a 33.3% share of the retail watch market, Rolex outperforms its closest competitors by a substantial margin. Given the brand's prestige, potential buyers often face the decision to purchase from an authorized dealer or through the gray market. This guide explores the essential aspects of buying a Rolex, including market trends, pricing, sourcing, and authentication to ensure buyers make informed decisions. In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will explore several ways to buy Rolex, especially for the first time. If you have not already, subscribe to our channel to avoid missing out on future content. As the world's leading watch brand, Rolex produces approximately 1.5 million watches per year. Despite this high production volume, demand continues to outpace supply, leading to long wait lists and premium pricing in secondary markets. Rolex watches vary widely in price, ranging from around $2,000 for older models to over $3 million to $4 million for rare auction pieces. The average price for a modern Rolex currently hovers around $12,000. Among the most sought-after models are Datejust, Daytona, Submariner, and GMT Master II. Rolex is often regarded as the premier money watch, symbolizing status, reliability, and investment potential. When purchasing a first Rolex, buyers should consider personal preferences and lifestyle rather than solely relying on market trends. Vintage Rolex watches hold a certain allure, primarily due to their rarity. In the earlier days of Rolex, production numbers were significantly lower than they are today, making certain vintage models incredibly scarce and highly sought after by collectors. The challenge of finding a vintage Rolex in good condition, complete with its original box and papers, further adds to its desirability and, consequently, its price. On the other hand, modern Rolex watches boast advancements in materials and technology, resulting in enhanced durability and precision. While Rolex produces a substantial number of watches, the demand for contemporary models often outstrips supply, leading to inflated prices on the secondary market. Many enthusiasts find themselves drawn to both vintage and modern Rolex pieces, appreciating the unique qualities of each. Although watches are not traditionally seen as financial investments, both vintage and modern Rolex watches tend to hold their value over time. Several key elements contribute to Rolex's value, including market demand and the limitations on supply, the brand's established reputation and historical sales performance, the watch's condition, age, and rarity, and whether it is available on the primary or secondary market. These factors interact in complex ways to determine the final price of a Rolex, whether it is a vintage model with a rich history or a modern piece with cutting-edge technology. Purchasing a Rolex presents two primary avenues: the authorized dealers and the gray market. Buying from an AD guarantees authenticity, provides the full Rolex warranty, and ensures a brand new watch. However, ADs often have extensive wait lists for popular models, and some employ bundling, requiring customers to purchase additional items to access sought-after timepieces, ultimately increasing the overall cost. The gray market, on the other hand, offers immediate availability, access to discontinued and vintage models, and potentially more flexible pricing, albeit with premiums. However, it carries the risk of encountering counterfeit or modified watches, often involves higher upfront costs due to market demand, and typically offers limited or third-party warranties instead of the official Rolex coverage. Choosing a reputable gray market dealer is crucial. Buyers should research online reviews and reputations, look for dealers participating in trusted seller programs, consider the dealer's business longevity, and verify the presence of reasonable return policies and warranties. Accessible customer service is also a good indicator of a trustworthy dealer. Any deal that seems too good to be true, especially a Rolex offered at a significantly discounted price, should raise red flags regarding authenticity or hidden defects. Even when dealing with a seemingly reputable seller, whether an authorized dealer or a gray market vendor, a thorough inspection of a Rolex watch is crucial to ensure both its authenticity and its advertised condition. A careful examination can reveal discrepancies that might otherwise go unnoticed. The first step is a detailed visual inspection. Scrutinize the watch for any scratches, dents, or other imperfections, and compare its actual condition to how it was described by the seller. Next, verify the serial and reference numbers. These unique identifiers should be engraved on the watch case and should precisely match the numbers listed on the accompanying documentation, such as the warranty card or certificate. Any mismatch is a significant red flag. For a more in-depth assessment, consider having the watch's movement authenticated by a qualified watchmaker. Opening the case to inspect the internal components allows the watchmaker to verify the originality of the movement and confirm that it is indeed a genuine Rolex caliber. This step is particularly important when purchasing a pre-owned watch. Beyond the internal workings, test the watch's functionality. Ensure that it operates smoothly, keeps accurate time, and that all its features, such as the bezel, crown, and bracelet, function correctly. The bezel should rotate crisply, the crown should wind and set the time without difficulty, and the bracelet should be comfortable and secure. Finally, examine the watch for the subtle yet crucial security features that Rolex incorporates. Authentic Rolex watches feature distinct engravings, including a tiny Rolex coronet or crown, micro-engraved at the 6 o'clock position on a crystal. This micro-engraving is extremely small and can be difficult to see with the naked eye, often requiring a loupe or magnifying glass. Its presence is a strong indicator of authenticity. These meticulous checks, from the overall visual inspection to the verification of micro-engravings, contribute to a confident and secure Rolex purchase. Whether purchasing a Rolex for the first time or adding to an existing collection, understanding the distinctions between authorized dealers and the gray market is essential. Each option offers unique advantages and challenges, from guaranteed authenticity and brand warranties at ADs to the convenience and variety available in the gray market. By conducting thorough research, verifying dealer credibility, and thoroughly inspecting watches, buyers can confidently acquire the right Rolex at a fair price. By conducting thorough research, verifying dealer credibility, and thoroughly inspecting watches, buyers can confidently acquire the right Rolex at a fair price. Regardless of the purchasing route, Rolex watches continue to hold their value and remain a staple in horological collections worldwide. Once you have narrowed down your choices, it is time to explore authorized dealers. ADs are the official retailers of Rolex watches and offer the best guarantee of authenticity and warranty. However, be prepared for potential waiting lists, especially for popular models. Building a relationship with an AD can be beneficial in the long run, increasing your chances of acquiring a sought-after piece. Do not be afraid to visit multiple ADs, inquire about availability, and express your genuine interest in the brand. The pre-owned market is another avenue to explore, particularly if you are looking for a specific model that is no longer in production or if you are aiming for a potentially quicker acquisition. However, proceed with caution. The pre-owned market is rife with counterfeits, so it is essential to deal with reputable dealers specializing in luxury watches. Look for businesses with a strong reputation, positive customer reviews, and a guarantee of authenticity. Thoroughly inspect the watch, check its documentation, and consider having it authenticated by an independent watch specialist. Budget is a significant factor in any purchase, and Rolex watches represent a substantial investment. Determine your spending limit beforehand and stick to it. Remember that the price of a Rolex varies significantly depending on the model, materials, and market demand. Be wary of deals that seem too good to be true, as they often are. Focus on acquiring a genuine Rolex from a trusted source, even if it means waiting or paying a premium. Beyond the practical considerations, buying a Rolex is an emotional experience. It is a symbol of your hard work and a piece that you will likely cherish for years to come. Do not rush the process. Take your time to research, explore, and connect with the watch that speaks to you. When you finally strap that Rolex onto your wrist, it should feel like more than just a timepiece. It should be a reflection of your journey and a reminder of your achievements. By following these guidelines, your first Rolex purchase can be a rewarding and memorable experience. What are your impressions on the Rolex watch topic we shared in this video? Let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for future updates. Thank you for watching Luxury World, and we eagerly anticipate your participation in our upcoming videos.